What is going on, guys? Jack is a Zombie here, and we are back on the V4 Vanilla server. And I have decided it is about time for me to start getting some experience going on, which means this spider spawner is going to be turning into a spider grinder. And I've actually never built one of these myself, so this should be quite entertaining to say the least. I've done a bit of messing around on creative, and I think I found a design that will work. I'm not 100% positive how it's going to fare, but it seemed to work out pretty okay. That's too low. So I was on the right level. It seemed to work out pretty okay as far as the design goes. I mean, I've looked at them before, and like even block by block replicas of them, I can't seem to get to work for me. Like, spiders always get stuck somewhere. And I messed around a little bit, and I just took your basic design, which is just like the big room where it leaves all the spawn space open and some water streams, and that was my phone, don't worry about that. And I took the basic design and I kind of modified it for cave spiders, and it seems like it'll work, but there's some little problems that I'm running into with it, and that is spiders either like to drop to the bottom and stay there forever, or climb up to the top and stay there forever. So I think I might need to have two kill chambers, one on the top, one on the bottom. Again, not really sure how all of this is going to work out, but I am going to get a bit done here, and then I will come back to check in with you guys. So I will see you in a second. Okay, so we're just making some more blocks here of the stone brick variety. And I've almost got this room done. So you can see I'm just doing a plain stone brick, and that's just because that's my main texture that I use for anything redstone, anything spawner related, just anything that I do that I want to know that I should not break these blocks. I do in stone brick. And that's just because it's not really something that you see in natural generation other than strongholds. So it's a pretty nice block to kind of tip yourself off, like, hey, there's something important here. And next thing I need to do is figure out what side I want the water streams to end up on. And I'm thinking this side here. And the reason that is because over here is a cave. So I feel like that's where I'm going to have the most room. How do I get out of here? And then there's also this, which is originally when I found these caves, I was digging through the wall because I kept hearing noises, and I found like all types of mumbo over here. Ew, that doesn't look safe, does it? Let's just fill that in a little. But there's just endless caves down here, and hi, really? Every single time I record? That's fine. So I feel like it's safe to go in this direction. There's caves over on the other side, but I don't feel like I want to use these caves. And I think this is the side that I originally came in on. I think it was right here. Yeah, because this right here was sealed off, and I heard a zombie, so I crawled through there. Yeah, that goes back to my main shafts. So yeah, main shaft. So this should work over here, though. Or not over here, but on the other side. I feel it would be better over there. And that's just because that's where the big cave is, and it doesn't kind of creep up on my my main mines. And I feel like I might want to do some building in those also, so I would like to try and keep those clean if at all possible. So we might work it in over onto this side. It's just going to be a one wide stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So there's going to be a way I'm going to do this. and I did this intentionally. Like I intended on building it like this. A lot of people are gonna have complaints about it because it does take up a spawn space, but I do it this way because I feel like it's easier than spawners. Okay, they have, I don't know which side it is. One side, like, instead of being 4 this way, 4 this way, 4 this way, and 4 this way, they are actually, I think it's like an 8x8. So this is off center in the way that the spawning actually works in them, but I don't like that. So I make mine center, and then for smaller mobs I started thinking about it, and it's pretty much just these guys. This is the way I figured it out on creative that would work best for me, and that is if you put this here and put the water on top of it. So that way the water is flowing this way. You get the 1 extra, and then down here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it'll go right to the end. And then you'll have a solid stream going for the entire length of the room. And I just feel like that's going to work for me for this. So we're going to go with that, and I guess this is going to have a gap here? No. What am I doing? This is just going to be a hole here. So this is where they're going to fall down. Then there's going to be another stream that carries them sideways. And based on where my ladder is, I'm just going to take them that way. So we'll head off that direction and try to find some place they can go to. This is going to have to get lowered because where this is, they're going to have to be able to... How can I explain this? If this was the floor level, if they were coming out here, like across here is water stream, there would be a sign here to stop the water, and then there would be, let's see how pro I can get, up like that. Oh, there we go. Make me feel a little safer with that closed off anyway. So it'll be something like this. So they'll come across the stream, and then about half spiders fall and stay down on the ground, and then about half of the spiders will fall and then lift up to the top. And what I'm doing to combat that is I started thinking if we have a dual channel type thing, that should separate them to the point where I can like hit them from here and hit them from here, and then I should be able to get both. But then there's also the thing of how am I going to trap them in those two areas, and if I start using a crusher or anything like that, then it's just going to get even more complicated. So I might change that design a little bit. But that's what I'm rolling with right now. That's the design I'm building off of. Of course, I can always go back and modify it later. But that is where we've gotten so far, and that is, again, based off of me having never done one of these systems. So I'm going to try and get a little bit more done, and again, I will check back with you. I'll probably have some streams in place, and possibly even get this going for a debut run? No promises on that, but we will see, and I will be back with you in just a second. Okay, so we have a bit more done. And this is what we went with. You can see I've got some signs in. That's because I kind of miscalculated here. And the water did reach one more, and that's because, well, it goes 8. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I did calculate for the room, but I miscalculated for the drop. So I kind of just did this to make up for it. That's fine. It's all going to work the same. Actually, I feel like it might work a little bit better. Sorry about that. I scratched my head. And I would like to explain what this is. I found a new design that would work for me. I hop back onto creative and I dingleberried around a little bit more, and I got this. You can see there's like a little half slab here. And the way this is going to work is spiders will spawn, blah, 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 blah. This is me. I am a spider. Haha. I'm in the room. They're going to get pushed by these water streams. Come over into here. There's going to be a water stream here. That will push them along. You can see it stops right at this sign here. Yeah. It's going to knock them down to this level. And then this one. It goes over 3. And the reason for that is, hello, hi, can I please put that there? The reason for that is they will swim and they will go up this, and then they will push each other up to the top, I found out. So they can bunch up in here, but this will force them all to climb, every single one of them, so I won't have to do a bottom stream. So with this, I can have, let me get my torches so I can kind of show you. There is going to be glass here probably, and then they'll climb up to the top, so they'll be in this area here, and then I can have a piston that pushes out to lock them in there, and then I can activate the crusher from like up top somewhere else, and that will be what damages them down to 1 hit. Then I can pull back this piston, which of course it'll be on a timer, and then I can just smack them to death. And that should work for me. Should. It works in creative. I'm really hoping it works on here, because if it does, this is going to be a phenomenal design. But I have to get the crusher in place before I can start getting these guys going. And that's really just because I don't want to die. I have died so many times to these guys already. Let's see here. Not achievements, statistics. Mobs. Cave spider has killed you 3 times. And that you can see is, oh, witch killed me 1 time. I don't know. I've never been killed by a witch. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. That was in my very, very first couple of days. I got killed by a witch. But anyway, these cave spiders, they are ruthless, especially on a server like this where you can see I've got 1 hunger missing. Let's just show you here. See, I'm full. I'm full, but I'm not healing. We are playing on ultra hardcore. There's no natural regeneration on this server. So to regen, you need a beacon or some golden apples or a healing potion or just anything like that. It won't regen just normally. And as fun as that is, it's adding a whole different stage to setting all this up, and that's really annoying. Where's my water? Let's grab this so I don't have to keep running out of the room here. Swim! Good gravy. And you go there, pick you up. Oh, right. Okay, so gotta be smarter than the water here. I'm gonna fill in the water, and then I will get this thing more finished. I don't know if I'll get it completely finished or just closer to finished. And then I'll be back with you guys, and I will show you probably completed project after this cut. Ouch. Alright, so I've done a bit more work, and the main work I have done is this stream that goes along the back wall. It was ending right here. That would not work because after I had done that, I realized that I did that only before my prototype. I can't build it exactly like I did in this area because I have to get the mobs further away from the spawner for it to keep spawning infinitely. And the reason that is because the way the mob caps are set on these is if there's any 6 or more mobs in the area of the spawner, I think it's like a 7 away area, then it will stop spawning. It reaches its cap. So all I did is continue that stream through the wall here, and it comes over to here. I also have that set up. That is going to be what locks the mobs in there, and then after you lock it, you're going to hit this, and that is going to be the timer to kill them. Well, to bring them down to a 1-hit kill, and then you just punch them to death. I don't have the timer set up yet, obviously, and that is because that's going to take a lot of fan dangling, but that is what's going to happen. I'm just trying to get all of it in place so I can actually figure out what I'm doing. But I have gotten to another flaw in my plan, and that being, how am I going to hit them? If this is here, that crushes them there. They're going to be in this block space. How am I going to hit them? Because there's going to be glass there, right? Or what if, say I put a stair here? No, if I put a, okay. Let's do it like this. If I put a slab here, they can crawl under that. Experience can come through there. but they can crawl into that as well. Same for if I put this here. They can crawl over this. Experience will not come to me over that block. It will not move up a half slab to get into it. Hi, scary noise. It will not move up a half slab to get to me, so that will not work. If I did a stair, I could punch them, they could not get to me, and experience does not pass through stairs. So, I have to find something that I can put in this. Hi, wow, why is that wide the frick open? That's not okay. I guess let's fill this in as long as we're here. You can go there, you can go there. You still work? You still work? You still work. Okay, so we're fine with that. I might be able to do... Hold on. Let's try it. Do. And now if I do like this, maybe? Like this? I don't think I like that. I feel like it should be like this. That's gonna have to go, of course. So that'll be that and this. Okay, that looks okay. But what I'm getting at is, let's see, do I don't. Okay, hi. Perfect. Thank you. Actually, as long as we're here. Boop, 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 boop. And give me the iron. Thank you. Let's make some of these. Boop. And if I'm thinking correctly, I'm not thinking correctly, because that does a weird square thing. It doesn't do that square thing in 1.9 from what I can tell, but it does it on here, and that is going to be problematic for me. I hope you guys can't hear that thunder. It is storming up some nuts over here right now. You! Haha! Okay. So I will be able to punch them past this, and I'm pretty sure the experience can get past there. The only thing I'm concerned about is, I know stairs, like if, let's get rid of this for a second. If, like, say this was a stair here. I can punch them through there, but I can't get their experience. But there's a downfall of them being able to hit me through there, and that's how I have my deaths, is because I was testing out some designs on here, and I kept getting hit by spiders. So that's obviously not going to work for me. And, I don't know what to do about that. I feel like this might work, because I can keep a little distance here. You can see I can still hit that block back there. So this should still work. I know you can't punch as far as you can hit blocks, as far as like entity renders go, but I feel like we're good with this. So I am gonna get this up and running, and we will be able to test it out. And then, wow, that's a lot of eggs. Why do I have eggs down here? That's fine. We'll be able to test it out. And maybe, just maybe, this can be a finished product. Okay, I have made a few more changes. You can see it's, excuse me, it's a little farther back in the wall here now. We have this, which is our lock, this, which is our crusher, and it is hooked up to a timer. So if we want to open that, you can see that the water streams, I found out, will push them onto a half slab if the water stream itself is higher than a half slab. So like on this block here, it's higher than a half slab. So once it reaches here, it will push them over, and then when they get bumped, they land on top of this. Cannot go downwards, so they only climb up, and that keeps them all in one spot. That way I don't have to worry about it. The other setup was just not going to work with the, I don't have it on me, I had a fence post here to keep them at eye level, and that was just, it wasn't happening. But now we've got this, and you can see that locks out the old ones, so we don't have to worry about them. This is the crusher. It should crush them down to one-hit kills. That could be a problem. Why didn't that? That should open. Okay. So let's get up here and see what I did wrong. 15. Huh. Oh, that's what I did wrong right here. Boop. Okay. I think that should work. I think that block was in the way. So let's reset that really quick. Shouldn't take but a second to open back up. And another batch going on in here. Can we get you guys up here? Yes? No? Yes? Are you done? Done? We're all done? Okay. And try it again. Okay, now this should definitely be a one-hitter. They lived! Okay, so they lived. That's good progress. And, hello, phone. And they are one-hit kills. So, that means that this is actually project done. You can come get their drops. For that, I do plan on putting a hopper down in there. So when I open that back up... crushed him. So when I open that back up, they... the drops all fall down into there somewhere. I might need to put a hopper here also because if you look, I think some of the drops did land on the wall here. We'll check that out. He died, but that's just because he was the one I was crushing in this bottom one on accident. Okay, so yeah, you can see some of the drops came down here. If I open that. Okay, so the majority do go down there, but this is... that's a whole block. I might be able to skate by making that a half slab, and then hoppers will pick up through a half slab. But other than that, this is done. We have a functioning EXP system here. And I'll show you the timer too. I'm sure you guys have all seen it before. It is just your basic hopper clock. And that is this guy right here. So where the button is attached to this block here. Underneath this, can I open this without dying? Yes, I can. So underneath there is a redstone torch. The button is on the side of it. And when you hit the button, it unpowers this, which retracts this piston, pulls this over here, which lets these items start flowing out into this hopper. It unpowers this, which unpowers this, and it lets this one extend because this retracts, and since this one still has the power until these 15 items are gone, this will retract, this will extend, not now, now it will not extend, now it will extend, it will push this over, and this block will be in this position, powering that, go through and turn on the piston that is crushing them, which is right underneath this block. And if that didn't explain things, this will simulate a button press. So you can see it flips it over, and then even though this powers right back on, it can't force this out until this piston retracts again. So that right there is enough time for it to crush them and get the job done. But yeah, it takes a second to reload. But for what it is, that's finished. And I think we're gonna call it an end to this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you very, very much for watching. Hopefully you're still enjoying the V4 Vanilla server. I know I am, even though I've been a little scrappy with the episodes lately. But they will be changing. I am back and going again. I'm again having fun with Minecraft. I think I just needed to take that little break on it. But we're back and happy as can be. So thank you very much for watching. You know I love and appreciate every single one of you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.